Hey guys and girls, so in this video I want to talk about a game me and my friends played. This is a 5v5 ranked team game, so we have Blitz Tape, which is my team, and I'm this lovely guy Nocturne, Deydir, and we're versus the Green Warriors. So this game is around 1400 elo, so it's not that high leveled, but usually these games are quite interesting and quite fun. I just want to point out that me and my friends hadn't been playing for about 2 months, and we were quite sucky then, but then we started playing again and we found out that we kicked ass, and so we kept on playing. So, and I would also like to point out this is like the third game of the night we had been playing, and we were quite warm and we were playing quite well, and I found this game was quite good because the enemy team were almost able to defeat us. We made some slight errors in our judgments in the early game, I would say. And now we see an invade. I might have to flash for the dredge line, but he decides not to go for it. Anyways, but this is also the third time we get invaded. And we haven't done anything to prevent it just yet, because we really don't want to fight invades unless we're all in position, and we rather just want to know about the invades. But yeah, we see Carthus pulling for me, nothing spectacular, but as you can see, he actually stands in a bad position, so the blue buff decides not to go for me, also because I was standing a little bit too far, so he had no aggro range. And I called for Carthus just keep on damaging, because I know Nautilus went for my red, and Tariq is doing me a favor and cleaning it up, and I really don't want to use my smite here, and I didn't, because I'm going for the invade, and our plan going into this game was to make Irelia snowball, and this matchup, Irelia versus Olaf, is quite in favor of Olaf, and also this matchup, Anivia versus Carthus, can also be quite unfavorable for us. So here I'm going for the raise. This isn't very interesting, but I knew that Nautilus would go for his blue buff, and I'm going for his red. But the Anivia might have seen me because I used my Q to shoot her over, and now they both go miss. And perhaps I was just thinking so much, and I didn't hear my friends call out for me on Skype. So I get caught here quite badly. Decide to flash, thinking his ice lance is up, but here it comes, and he'll kill me in the first blood. So this was quite bad. Now Anivia has a blue buff. Like I said, I'm not sure if my friends just didn't call that they were missing, but or I was just not listening, because that happens sometimes. I'm just so focused and I just simply don't hear my friends. So now I'm very much far behind. I have no buffs. I'm at level 2. They have a nice early game team, I would say. Nice mid game team, and so do we. We have a better late game, I would say. So our team comp is not lacking in any ways, I believe. We have a nice gank potential using Carthus ulti. This is pre-patch, so Carthus ulti has a short cooldown, and what I'm trying to do here is I'm just being an idiot. I really want to at least counter gank top, because usually when you're playing against an Irelia, you really want to gank her before level 7 or 6 or something like that, because she becomes increasingly stronger. So what I'm trying to do is just keep a close eye on the top lane, but this is costing me quite a lot. I should have gone for, the race and etc, because I'm just level 2 and this is horrible. I really don't want to be in this position. But still, I'm just lurking about in the top lane, because I believe Nautilus picked up his red soon after I got killed, and I knew he had taken golem, so I would guess he was in the vicinity. And yeah, so I was just trying to keep close by, because if they would go for it, it could have been bad. So here I'm trying to start jungling again. See, Nautilus obviously took my race when he took the red buff. Stop it! Stop it! I will have to pause this video because I'll log out of Skype. Yeah, sorry about that. So let's just start this game again. And now I called for CV here because you can often guess where the enemy jungler is if you see his camps are up or down. I would guess Nautilus just came back from buying. Perhaps not, because Nautilus has a very nice sustain in the jungle. So I'm always checking my team's CS, especially the top lane. As you can see, Nautilus top, and actually Irelia saw him trying to go for a lane gank, and I might have called, oh, he's not here, he's most likely top, so Irelia backed off, and then she saw him trying to make a lane gank. And since Nautilus is top, I decided to go for his wraiths, but I decided to smite as well because he might be going here. And I'm still level 3, I'm so far behind. I really want to take care of my Irelia because this matchup we must rely on not a fat Olaf, and he might be warded. I wouldn't see no reason why he should be warded, because Nautilus, yeah, he backed, and perhaps he just got a ward for him. Anyways, we can see only Karthus has backed off and no one else. And yeah, my team CS is quite good, actually quite much better. I'm the only guy who is not able to do anything, so just Karthus ulti used in defense, make them back off, because we really don't want the early game to go out of hands. Irelia is attempting to snake an Olaf kill, but Nautilus just trying to camp this lane, and I was trying to go into position, but didn't have to, just to come in for the tower dive if they went for a tower dive. But Nautilus camping top, good call for the enemy team, and I know that my blue buff should be off, but since it got unleashed, I'm not sure when it will come up. Actually, might be 7:25. Yeah, there it comes. Now I want the blue buff. I will never even dream of giving Karthus this blue buff because I'm so far behind. I will need all the XP, I will need all the help to get back into this game. And notice I buy a ruby crystal because I'm going for a heart of gold just to help me get back into this game through money. And also giving me much needed health just because I'm so underleveled. And now I'm just trying to do the best I can in this situation. And used smite on the no, I didn't use smite on the blue buff, but I was able to take it down. But I'm finished with my health pot. I won't be able to do the red buff, but I will try and fail, which is quite bad as well. I'm just trying to make something happen. I'm just trying to. I believe I can do it because I do have my fear. I do have my everything up, but unless my health pots. No, let's skip this raid. It will follow me quite long. So now Irelia went for double Dorans. Nice idea because he really wants to win this lane, and here I find out I won't be able to kill the red buff. So more fail. I'm so angry right now. I really need to make some plays. Yeah. Also Ezreal backing off from the bot lane, but our Sivir is doing quite well versus the Ezreal, and Olaf doing not as well as Irelia. Like I said, my team is CSing like gods. I'm somewhat, I believe, somewhat behind Nautilus, even though this doesn't say because we didn't see him very recently. But like I said, now Irelia is becoming more and more deadly because of true damage, and of course Olaf with his own true damage. But notice Ezreal, he went back and bought 2 Darnus Blades and a 1-pick Scepter, and this will turn out to be quite bad. I talked to my team after this game, or actually the day after, and I wanted them to watch the replay and see what they thought about this game. And here I ping. By the way, this ping here, it's quite interesting. I'm using LOL replay, that's why I'm keep moving. So I pinged here, and then I pinged here because our Tarek just CV'd around here about 10 seconds ago, and I said he won't be coming there, the Nautilus, because he has shown once that he knows how to gank the top lane when it's pushed, and how to, at least Nautilus gains very much from ganking from behind. And but yeah, because he can dredge line from this bush. And he has shown that he wants to do it before, and I was pinging my Tarek, if you're gonna CV top, CV the top bush. So here I'm going for a gank on Olaf, because I smell an incoming. Yeah, that's exactly what I smelled. So there is Nautilus, and we still have a Karthus ulti, and we'll use the Karthus ulti just to make them back off and hopefully kill this Olaf. And Nautilus actually dying to the turret and not going for Aurelia, as he decided to back off. I'm able to catch Olaf here, flashing, because I really didn't want him to kill our Aurelia. But in the meantime, our Sivir got killed because she had not based yet, and this was quite bad. Ezreal, of course, very good early game champion. Ezreal able to cut off our Tarek here. He'll also die. He was trying to stay on the lane 2v1, and this is about, yeah, my Sivir and Tarek spoke about this. Sivir said I hadn't based yet, I should have, because Ezreal had bought his double Dorans in the Vampiric Scepter, and they should never have gone for any trades at all, and they should just have backed off. But anyways, I was able to get a kill, which was quite important for me just to get back into the game. And even though I used flash on it, I really don't care, because it was a kill, and it was a kill on a top laner, which is very important. And my Aurelia is able to push through to his tower, and everything seems to be going quite smoothly now, even though it's 2-3. And I really don't, I never scold my AD carry from taking this. But here I go for just to act the Anivia, just to make her back off, because, like I said, this is a quite bad matchup, but we decide not to go for the kill, because, I mean, Karthus could have been blown up quite easily, and this Anivia isn't really that good. My Karthus usually, my player, I have map pack, usually plays Anivia and heroes like that. I'm in no threat here, because I did have my shield up. But he's telling that this Anivia is insulting his intelligence with his stuns. But if Anivia is able to get one stun on Karthus, he'll use his ice pick, and Karthus will lose like at least half of his HP. This is why it's quite a bad matchup for. Here I actually left a wolf, because I had an idea that Nautilus might be moving top, but I just wanted to help my Aurelia as much as I could, because it's so important that Aurelia does not lose this lane. And here we go for a gank. Nice slow from, and I'm actually able to get my fear up, but he immediately popped his ulti and we tower dive, which we really should have done, because he should be dead. And we're able to get the kill, and I'm urging Aurelia to take up the farm, because Nautilus, you're quite well warded. I'll stay here, just push to the tower. And now the bot lane is becoming quite passive. At least they should be passive right now. Tarek with 2 deaths, they should just back off, which they really do. And notice how Sivir is 80 CS and Ezreal is 80, so even though he's 3-0, but this will actually encourage my teammates to play a little bit more defensively. So now I'm moving here just to make sure that they won't, Nautilus won't simply pop up and tower dive. And I encourage Sivir to back off, and I don't know if I did, but he should back off. And I was hoping to get perhaps some farm. They might push into the tower and might get some creeps, but they do give more money. But I just simply decide to go to my jungle, and Tarek of course won't make the same mistake again, trying to try to stay on the lane 2v1, and he even CV'd so he could be sure he can take this farm. And Navia trying to bully our Karthus. Karthus does have his ulti. We know her egg is down. I do have my ulti, so we might get a nice combo here. And like I said, I'm trying to help our lanes which have the worst matchup. Our Aurelia is now kicking ass, 105 CS in 40 minutes, which is very nice, and Olaf just 66 and 020, which is quite nice. So we have almost effectively won the top lane. The mid lane is also doing quite well, but I will attempt to make the mid lane snowball a little bit, but now Carter is actually catching the Irelia quite badly, and I decide to go in for the ulti, and this is a very poor decision for me. I actually do not have my better boots, and he is actually able to kill me with nice cutting around the tower, and this is the reason why it was a very bad call. He was trying to scream at me, dude, I have ulti, and I'm just like, I got this! And he actually finished Anivia with her ulti, with his ulti, and so I shouldn't really have dove this tower. Nautilus going in for the potential gank on Carthage, but Carthage is now in a very bad position, but he should be dead, and we're actually not able to do anything from this. So Carthage not expecting Ezreal to jump in, and I don't know if he didn't see the Nautilus, but it was quite bad because Carthage really wants to die in team fights, you know, just so he'll able to use his passive and do as much damage, but he was just caught out of position and they just backed off. What? 2 words. But I decided to go for the red buff instead of cleaning up the mid lane, just because I really wanted Nautilus not to get it. But he just counter jungled me at the beginning, but I felt like he could have counter jungled me a lot more because I was so far behind. Anyways, now I'm just waiting for my ulti to come back up, and I'm attempting to, trying to deny the mission. And I actually thought that, I see my telephone. So let's begin again. My telephone just rang, so I had to push pause. Yeah, so I wanted to go for the dragon here, but it could not have been very smart because actually I went for the Janna, and I thought she might have flashed up, but I'm not sure. She might have been able to get here, but we had her quite well cornered, and it could have gone quite badly for her. So we might just want to dragon play, but actually we're not sure how well it might go. So actually Irelia told me that he made a poor judgment here. He misinterpreted how much damage his Ola's true damage was. He checked the death replay, and he saw that 2/3 of the damage was true damage. So yeah, so all of leveling up is true damage quite effectively. But we were able to get the kill on Anivia, which was quite nice, and we should really go for the dragon right now. But bottom lane is getting pushed, so I'm gonna help them push it back, and then we might go for a dragon. And it's not really not that risky. If we see Olaf coming anywhere at top lane, we should be quite safe. Even have my ulti. I called we should go for Janna, but I actually ulted Ezreal, hoping to perhaps get a shield from the Janna or something, and I might have been out of position, or I just might have wanted to go for the Ezreal even though I called Janna. But we were able to kill Janna with a nice Karthus ulti, and we're actually using our team comp quite well, you know. We go in, we get 1 stun, get 1 hit from Sivir, and everyone, the person we aimed for should be dead. So Nivea coming back to lane, but Karthus is now quite strong. He has gotten a lot of assists, lots of kills. How much? 414, and Anivia is just 2-2-1-0, sorry. Going for the Grail, but yeah, I saw a ward here. I pinged it. I always try to ping and give as much information as I can when playing team games. Usually just playing with my friends. So I saw Nautilus moving top, and I'm attempting to counter gank these guys. So you always have to be ready to get in position and counter gank the enemy. Irelia really doesn't want to fight it, I would seem, because he backs up to the tower. I don't have my ulti. Nautilus is quite deadly. Olaf is quite deadly. So we perhaps don't want to fight this fight. And I went for an oracles, and this is quite funny because I'm not really that fat, and you really don't want to buy an oracles when you're not fat, but I've been able to do some nice things. But also notice I didn't go for Rickles because I don't feel like Nocturne needs Rickles. So instead I went for Fate, more health and some damage, and a slow, just giving me a little bit of edge going into the mid game. But also I'm gonna check a ward here, and I pinged Anivia, or perhaps Karthus pinged Anivia, and I saw Nautilus coming here, and I'm just like, Karthus, we're gonna kill these guys right now. I'll counter gank, you'll bait the Nautilus. Anivia again with some insulting stuns, like my Karthus said. So now Karthus is baiting, and I'm going in for the kill, and nice wall from Karthus. Actually I expect him into Dreadsline there. My fear actually making me miss one Q or two, but we get the kill, which is quite nice. Irelia should now be safe on top, knows that Nautilus is dead. I'm going to clear wards. This Oracle's immediately paying for itself, because in team games people ward a lot. So now we can easily go for a dragon, and I'm just going to help them push the tower, but when I come there and I see the tower is almost dead, not close enough to dying, but now it actually pops, and now we can go for a Drake, an easy Drake, because we do have a Karthus. We're quite fast with these map objectives. Tarek warding their blue buff, just so we're able to see them when I go for blue and invade their blue. Taking the blue buff from Anivia is always good. She relies heavily on it. But yeah, now just going back to jungle, and we're feeling quite okay right now. But this Ezreal is still somewhat fat. He is still 4000. I actually took down this ward. I knew it was there, and I actually knew also that Ezreal would shoot me, so I popped my spell shield. I see another ward there, and I'll take it down. And bot lane wanting to make some plays, but we decide to call it no, back off, back off. We don't know anywhere where they are. This was a mistake, I believe. There's some error in the replay file. But now we're just, okay, we'll just take it slowly. We just got Drake, we're farming way better than they are, and we'll just play it safe. This is what we like to do in team games. We like to play it safe. But don't get me wrong, we know how to win a game. We know how to press our advantages, which you will see quite well. We make some great calls in this game. So, Nautilus still camping top. It's a little bit late right now, but as you can see, another defensive Karthus ulti. You could use those ultis quite well, just make them back off. If you keep on going, I might be there, we might get a kill. People just become very afraid of it, especially when you also do a Nocturne ulti. So, bottom lane pressing quite well. Anivia is missing, so they'll back off. Like I said, every time you're playing a team game, you always want to be calling out as much information as you can, like mid-miss, and this will prompt the bottom lane to back off from the... this is also an interesting thing. I see the ward, I did see the wards, but still I go for Nautilus because I just want to do damage, and I know I'll be able to take him 1v1 because he does not have an ulti. I'm just a little bit slow with my fear, even though it's a nice fear, and we also don't want to dive on Nautilus. Also, we do get a flash from him, which is quite nice, and also Olaf pops up, so we would never have dove him. And now I decide to go for the ward, because, I mean, he already knew I could have taken this ward, but I was able to do some damage. So now I see people gathering up in the middle lane. Nothing very spectacular, I'm just trying to see some wards ready in position to fight them off, but we're attempting to push every lane that we can. Sivir always bottom, and we have a nice coverage of wards here. They won't be able to get behind her. So you should really do this. You should always press the lane as you can. So now Aurelia is getting quite annoyed. She has been camped the whole game. Now the bot lane is also there, because the bot lane, I believe, know that they lost the tower. They want to push against the Nocturne, because he can fear and fuck people up. But yeah, they decide to back away from it. But now Aurelia is so annoyed. She really wants to make plays, and because he is getting camped, because she is farming quite well, and she's really strong right now. So I'm coming up in the mid lane. I want to do some ward checking around here because often there are wards there. Perhaps, yeah, checking out the timers for the buffs, so we might be able to steal them some minutes. But bottom lane backing off because the mid lane is miss, and they did not have a ward there, so we pinged Olaf is there. Anivia is there, so we don't want to fight this. As you can see, the team kills are 7 to 8, so at this point we're not feeling super strong. But we do know that we're farming better. We do have a chance of beating these guys, a good chance. I'm trying to bug out the blue buff so it won't attack Karthus until late, so I'm able to do that. But when giving blue buff, you really want to stand at the blue buff spot so you get the XP. This XP should not ever be negated. I mean, you should always think about this XP because it's quite much. Aurelia still getting camped, still getting ganked. They're able to get away now, and he's like so mad right now. He always plays at top lane, and he hates getting camped, because I personally dislike camping as a jungler because it really slows you down in your farming and just makes you not help the other lanes. I can see that all of their lanes are losing, except, well, they're trying to rectify the top lane, but all of their lanes are losing, and he's deciding to camp top, which might not be a smart decision. So I was trying to catch the ward that Jenna was trying to place, because I still have my oracles. I went for Giant's Belt just to make me stronger, because I still feel quite far behind, and now I'm just ready for them to go for the Sivir. And I thought they were going right now, but they decide not to, and we don't know where okay, there's the mid lane. We don't know where the jungler is, and Janna is going there for a ward, and I attempt to snipe her, but not able to. I call for my friends. This what's his face won't be able to kill me. I decide to ulti on her and hoping to get the kill, but nothing happened, and I believe we used the Karthus ulti as well. I just really didn't expect the Janna ulti to be so strong. Our Aurelia porting in because she really wants to make plays and do make something happen, because she has been farming the whole game and getting camped, so that's quite annoying. So now he's attempting to snipe this Ezreal, which he will be able to do. It might cost us a Taric, and actually our Karthus got caught here quite badly. And here's Aurelia screaming, "This is what you get when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Olaf!" This is a quote from a movie, but this play actually cost us. This was a terrible play from us. Our Karthus getting caught, diving under a tower, and Nautilus actually popping up. So it was a series of bad calls, I believe. I had to back off because I really didn't want to lose my Oracle, so it was a 4v5 mostly. Actually a 3v4, I would say more, because our Karthus got sniped quite badly. So we just made some poor calls. We didn't know where the mid lane was. We expected it to be moving, but the Anivia being smarter, knowing that Karthus might know this, and just able to catch the Karthus off guard, and I won't be able to defend this dragon for no chance of it. So now we're feeling quite bad, and we're really afraid that we might lose this game, because this was a team fight which was poorly executed from us. We should have just gone for these 1 or 2 kills and then just backed off, but we still decided to go for the tower dive, which might really put us in a bad position. But we did get the Olaf kill, but Nautilus just popping up in the wrong time and at the wrong place, in Anivia as well. So lack of vision, I would say. Even though I do have my oracles, and I've been able to get quite a lot of wards, and I like this. And Navy actually going for a bad call here. She is so squishy, and we'll simply be able to kill her easily, make her act, use her passive. And this is what I mean. Nocturne ulti, and this Anivia is really not hitting that much, and our card is just doing as much as he can. And we really want to push towers right now and get some more gold, get more ahead. We want to get these first towers down, but you shouldn't really dive against a Nautilus because he'll just CC you to shit. And here I see a ward, and I know Nautilus is here, and he actually backed up, and I actually decide to go for this ward. This might have been a bad call for me, but I hope, thankfully, my team is ready to babysit me, and we're able to get a nice fight. They popped so much on me, were not able to kill me, the power of Frozen Mallet, and we're able to get get Janna with the Cardless ulti, and hopefully in the Nautilus as well. But we don't want to tower dive a Nautilus, and I'll be able to get this ward here. Olaf showing up for the party, popping his ulti, and I'm quite happy right now. Okay, I'm able to pull this Olaf so way out of position that I know he will die. So it might have been a bad call for me, but my team is able to react quite well. He might lose this Carthage, but he is able to die in a very nice spot. So we're able to get into the fight, and we actually make a very nice team fight. We get all of them, I believe. No, we didn't get the Ashwell. We make a 2v4 trade and get 2 towers. And like I said, the thing I want to point out in this team was we were able to quickly react to a bad position. They might have caught me, but my team was just on the just so much ready to help me. And even though I went for perhaps a stupid ward, perhaps I was thinking down under, I'll attempt to bait them, attempt to fight them. I don't remember if I saw Aurelia coming down, but this fight went quite well because we were simply able to outplay them, outfight them. Nautilus coming here for the help. Carthus dying under the turret, we don't care about that, but this wall from Anivia really not helping your team. Tara getting chased, nice dots there. So we really don't want to fight them right now, we just want to do a little bit more farming, play it safe. We're able to get those nice, like I said, 1 kill over now. Going to give the Carthus the blue buff, but actually deciding not to because I rather want to help my Tarek. Get ward coverage on Baron. I would like to point out as well that while I'm doing this, we're always talking about the next play we're gonna make, how we're gonna play the next few minutes, and now we're actually talking about doing Baron. Because I saw there were no wards, they didn't see us moving in position, and we actually do have a Carthage in our team who's level 18, and he's quite fat, and we just say, we go for a Baron. They don't know anything about this. Carthage will take him down so fast, and our Sivir down bot lane, keeping the 2 guys in bay, and we're able to snipe Baron quite effectively. And this I really don't think was a risky play, because first of all they had no ward coverage before we went in for it, and they were not in position to contest it, and we did have a Carthage who was very fast doing the Baron, and of course we decide to back off because we're somewhat low. We just want to get our lanes back in place, just play it safe, and we'll hopefully be able to push some towers. We should really push down the top towers with this Baron because we're taking down 4 of the other towers, and we should really go by. And I'm actually going for a seal, which might be a silly item, but I really like how much it helps the attack with the attack speed. Really helps the passive of Nocturne to shine, because each time you attack with the this unit can no it can't. Oh, bug. I guess anyways, so each time you attack, the passive, the cooldown on the passive is reset. So we can see Carthus is going up for the tower push. As you can see, he's so very much fat. Janna going for a ward there. I see it. I just really want to deny the vision, use my oracles as much as I can, and we're able to push down this tower quite easily. and we can see the enemy lane about to be grouping up to the top lane, and we decide, okay, we're not all in position, we should just regroup, be ready to fight them because we want to fight them right now. We have everything up except the Irelia ulti, but we really want to catch them off guard. And now, not the well placed wall, but nice placed wall from Karthus. Anivia, I decide to jump on the Anivia because I know I'm quite strong and I'm able to initiate a fight upon this, but as you can see, we're not able to get any kills, but two of the enemies are quite low. So now I call for Sivir, just do wolves, get some health back. And we should really push this because we know two of the guys just based because we expected them to base, and we tried to take down the turret, and it's a bit messy, I would say, and it really does not end badly, but we're not able to utilize our Baron buff that effectively. We should have rather gone for this tower. Like I said, we could swap right now, perhaps. It might be a bit risky, but we decide to go for Dragon, but we could have gone for this tower instead, which should have been smarter. I mean, sure, we were in position to push down this mid tower, but it really did cost us a lot, and well, yeah, this was a not that good call from us. We should have gone for this tower, easy tower kill, and now we're just, okay, we have this game in the bag, almost, and we're farming better than they are. We are 1 kill ahead, we have all the vision we need, keep on pressing each and every lane, keep pressure on them, deny them vision in their own jungle, don't get caught, that's the most important thing, just stay close as a team. And now we make another bad call, decide to push top. I believe this is the time we make the bad call. Yeah, like I say, we can see the enemy team grouping up. We still have our Baron buff, but it's almost out, and we might want to fight them here. Actually, we do want to fight them, but as you can see, this makes us fall away from it. A nice combo from the Anivia almost kills off our Karthus, and there comes the Ezreal ulti as well, and our Karthus is so low, he would not do enough damage in the team fight because he is so fat, and now they almost catch him off guard, but we use the Karthus ulti defensively just to make them back off, leave us alone, and we decide to back away from it. Just play it safe. Okay guys, we got a lot of gold, we should just keep pressure up on our lanes. We don't have to fight this, we know we're somewhat ahead, and the enemy team trying to do as best as they can, but Anivia is going for too much classy build, and my bot lane deciding to go for the blue buff, and I see Anivia stun hitting the target, so I believe Anivia is trying to snipe it, so I decide to use flash on it. And here I actually used my ulti for two things: to deny the vision and to kill the Anivia, but I actually ulted Olaf because Anivia went down so fast, and I just want to be ready if Olaf was going to fight this. I want to have him as slow as we could. So perhaps a wasted ulti for me, I believe. I should have used it, we could use it more efficiently, deciding not to give my Taric any CS. Good call from me. But my Taric actually over leveling me. I believe this is because I was ganking and caring for top so much. I'm really not in any danger here because we have a nice dwarf placement, and when I see the what's his face, the Ezreal, I decide to back off. Really want this blue buff as well. We are half our team in position except our Sivir, who's trying to farm more, but so we might want this fight, but we don't know where the other guys are. Now we believe we can catch them off guard, but Taric actually going in for the Ezreal, which was not that good, and we actually get CC'd quite well from the Nautilus, and this was a fight which was poorly executed from us. Our Taric very low, actually getting caught by the Nautilus, and we have most of the enemy team, and this might have been a game thrower. Taric actually getting stuck there, even though Karthus is got killed in the middle of them. We're not able to get any kills, and we're so scared right now because this might have cost us the game, because our Sivir was not in place. We were quite overextended. Tarek actually going in, wanting to fight this, but here we are always talking, like I said, we're always talking what's our next play gonna be, and we knew that our Baron would be up in 39. So our goal right here now is just to give them this turret. Most likely not give them this turret, but we're actually trying to keep a close eye on them, and now we see it. They're still low, they still haven't backed off. The Baron, who will spawn in 10 seconds, will definitely be ours. So Karthus is coming up, Irelia is coming up, and this was a game changer for us, because we had the timer on Baron, it should be spawning right, but no. Yeah. So we just say, oh, go for Baron, go for Baron, go for Baron. Don't doubt. I mean, sure, we're just 2 here, but 3, I mean. But Sivir is also quite fat. They just know Baron was up, and some of them are attempting to back, but most of them are quite low. And this was a great call from us. Just, oh, you want to fight Baron? You have no vision. I have an oracles. Oh, you might know we're there, but if you go for it, we'll kill you. And this was the game changer. Just this one decision, knowing the timer on Baron helped us so much, and just being able to make these calls. They might be dangerous, but when you know the enemy team is quite low, they won't be able to defend the Baron, and we know we will be in place, just call it, just go for Baron. And if it goes badly, you'll just check out why it went badly. So we're able to get Baron, and now we know we so much got this game. Irelia porting down top, bot lane. Like I said, our goal in this game, just keeping the lanes pressured. We're able to do that. Getting most of the map objectives quite well. I'm just teasing the Ezreals, telling him you don't have a chance, honey boy. And now we might try to go for the middle lane, mid tower, and we're trying to do what we want. We're trying to decide, do we want to base or do we want to push? And I actually believe we decide to go for the push. Yeah, we go for the push, but we're really scared right now because we're just 3 and they are 4, most likely 5. So we just say, okay, regroup, this is not going quite well, and call for the Sivir, call for the Irelia. I mean, this happened about 15 seconds ago or 20 seconds ago. Just, we're gonna push this tower. You always have to be talking to your team, telling what you want to do. Should we go for this? And the most, what I say the most is, do we want to fight this? Yes, no. And someone make the call, someone who doesn't want to fight this game, and now we just have a nice team fight. Our Sivir getting caught quite badly, but able to have great positioning and able to keep on doing damage, and our Baron buff giving us so much extra regen, and Tarek keeping us up. They're all very low, we're just quite far ahead right now, and they're attempting to fight this. Actually, the Karthus is using his ulti, perhaps not that effectively, because we'll find later out that he wasn't able to puck Anivia's egg, which was quite bad. But we get this inhibitor tower, we decide, okay, we still have Baron buff, we still have our necessary regen. Actually, Sivir was talking and not really paying much attention, so really didn't care. Really wasn't important that she took these tower hits. Her regen is so much because of her Bloodthirster. He really likes those Bloodthirsters. On Sivir especially, it's very good. And we'll just keep pushing, just no pressure. We have all our lanes pushed. We can go for this. Sivir popping her ulti, just taking down the turret. Karthus and Sivir doing dirty work, grunt work should we say, while we just bully them away. And yeah, able to take down 2 inhibitors, and we just say, well, we can just back off, we have lots of gold, we should just buy, and make the last pressure of the game, and push down the bot lane. Like I said, we're just playing it smart, we're playing it safe, and this is what most of the teams do actually. And we're like, you can really utilize how well your teammates are farming in the early game. just to say, okay, sure, we're 2 kills behind, but we're farming better than them, and we perhaps want to have 1 tower more. We're in no pressure. Decide to go for dragon because we can. We're taking down so fast, and now we just, okay, base. We'll just base, and actually, I don't notice that I still have the dragon buff up, and I'm already checking my shop. Just, what should I buy? Of course, I'll buy a Randuin's Omen, but I don't know. And my AD carry actually calls for me, dude, you're not backing. Go check it out. I'm just like, whoopsie. Irelia, just trying to push the lane. Like I said, this is the goal you really want to have. Just keep pressure on every lane. Then you won't lose as many towers. We lost all of our front towers, but because this tower we lost because we made a poor judgment of fighting this team fight. We went too far ahead. We caught out of position, which you really should not have done. We almost threw the game there. At this tower we lost, I don't remember when, and this tower we lost just also don't remember when. But yeah, like I said, always be calling to your team, telling them what you want the plan to be. Always be ready to change your plan. The most important thing is to go with your team. Like I said, sometimes you have to say, oh, this guy got caught, he will not be able to get away. If you attempt to help him, you might also die, and then you will be 2 deaths behind, and they will be able to push you. But you always have to be ready to help them. Always have to be in position. Bad spell reflect for me. Like I said, we're not that pro. Our mechanical skills are somewhat lacking, but we do make great team fights. That's our strongest point. And now we're really not pressing it. We'll just, okay, we'll just take some shots on the tower, just take it slowly, hope that they will fight us. We won't die them anyway. Nautilus actually going for it. This was a bad call for him. We actually attempt to snipe him down because we can. Next going for the Olaf, and I decide to go for the Anivia, but she still had her egg, as you can see, and I'm just, okay, I was able to get away. Still a very nice team fight, even though we're fighting under a turret, because we can. And while we're doing this, all of their lanes are pushing, and we're able to clean this up quite well. And why should we take down this turret, wait for the creeps? We said just, oh, we'll just finish it. Very nice played. And we believe we played a very good game, and I also believe that. Olaf attempting to rectify the situation, but I knew he won't be able to do anything because he already popped his ulti and I had my fear up. And our Sivir was up, and Karthus as well, and we just had this. And our Sivir attempting to use her Guardians, not knowing he will actually die from it. But I hope you like this game. When I will edit this video, I'll try to make some comments which I didn't remember when we were playing it. I'll point out the most important factors of this game and some things like that. And if you have any questions, just post them on in the comments, and hope you like this video. Thank you.